Okay, so this afternoon we're going to be doing a demonstration of a hot and cold treatment. A hot and cold treatment is this: when you place a hot compress for a certain amount of time and then a cold. And the purpose for doing that is, as we know, heat draws the blood to the surface while cold flushes it. Heat opens the pores while cold closes the pores. So in doing a hot and cold, we are going to be causing the blood to draw back and forth, and that will help the blood flow, and any toxins that may be in the blood, it will carry it to the eliminated channels a lot quicker. It will also cause any blood that you need to come to the surface to do so just from the heat alone. And if there's any swelling or anything like that, then you'll do just the cold without the heat. All right, so we'll do the demonstration of both together. And another event that you may find a hot and cold very beneficial is in the event that a person has pneumonia. If you do this hot and cold treatment that we're going to demonstrate on them, on their front and their back, for a different time period than what we'll demonstrate here, then that will be beneficial to anyone that has pneumonia. Okay, so what I've got here is a Tupperware, empty Tupperware, 2 hand towels about the size of the towel that you dry your dishes with. I've got a kettle here full of hot water, and I've got a bowl with ice water and another hand towel. All right. Now, normally in the demonstration, you can soak the rag in water, wring it out, and put it in a plastic bag and warm it up in the microwave to get the heat. But we don't have a microwave here because of the radiation and everything that sends off. So a lot of people don't have it in their homes anymore for food. So we're using the water from a hot kettle. So I'm going to drop this towel in here, and I'm going to take this hot water here, and when you're doing it this way, you want to make sure that you have a nice pair of tongs handy, because the water can be very hot. Now, to keep from burning the person, can you hand me that big towel there on the counter? One of the other things you're going to want to have handy is a big body towel. And the reason we have this is we're going to place the body towel, place your arm on the table, over the body part that you wish to do the hot and cold treatment on. So right now I've got 2 layers because it's folded in half, but I'm going to fold it again, and that's going to give me 4 layers. And between the 3rd and 4th layer, I'm going to take the hot rag, after wringing it out the best I can without touching it and burning myself. Now I can twist and wring it without touching it with my hands and burning myself. Okay, once I've got it wrung out pretty good, then I'll go ahead and place it here on the towel. And of course it's still going to be hot. It's called a hot and cold treatment. How's that feel?
Better.
Okay. So, again, I've got 4 layers of towel, and between the 3rd and 4th layer is the hot towel so that it's not directly on the skin. And sometimes, depending on the person, you may even put 5 layers and put the hot towel between the 4th and 5th layer. Okay, how does it feel right now?
It's not too hot.
Not too hot. If it ever gets too hot, what you want to do is take the towel like this and just fan the area and place it back down so that it can continue to do its work. All right? So we're going to let the hot sit here for 5 minutes. And then when the hot is done, we will alternate with the cold rag and place it directly on the skin, after wringing it out, of course, directly on the skin for 1 minute. Okay? And you'll repeat that process 4 times. All right? So 5 minutes of hot and 1 minute of cold 4 times. And in doing that, you're drawing the blood to the surface with the hot, and you're flushing it away with the cold. And this works even for pain. If you have pain, do a hot and cold treatment where the pain is, and it'll cause the blood in that area to flush back and forth, and the toxins that are in it will disperse from that area so that they're no longer brushing up against the nerves, causing pain. All right? How are you feeling?
It's hot, but it's not too hot.
Okay, it's not too hot. All right. And you always check with the patient that you're doing the treatment on, and make sure that they're comfortable, that it's not too hot. If it's too hot for them, then again, you can make an adjustment by adding a layer or just by fanning the area with the towel. All right? And once your 5 minutes have expired, you will then remove the towel from the area. And you'll notice that the skin is reddish because, of course, the blood is drawn to the area. And the longer you leave it there, the redder it will be. And once you've wrung this ice cold rag out, you're going to hit them with a shock, because now it's gone from hot to extremely cold. Okay, and now all the blood that you've just drawn to the surface is now flushing back. And it's almost like washing out a dish. When you pour water into the dish and then you pour the dish out and you empty the dish of the water, the gook that was in the dish will come out with it, but sometimes not all of it is gone. So you do it again, fill it with water and pour it, and fill it with water and pour it, and that's what we're doing here. Drawing and flushing, drawing and flushing. And in doing so, we've got the blood flowing and we've got the toxins traveling away from the area, and we are allowing that particular part of the body to have active blood flow. Amen. And you'll repeat this process 4 times. Now, in the event that it's pneumonia, normally we'll go 10 minutes with them laying on the same type of body towel, hot, but it'll be fully expanded with more rags so that it covers the full front, and then putting the same thing on their full back and let them sit there for 10 minutes, and then turn around and put a full coat on their front and back for 5 minutes. And you can do that once or twice is pretty much all you'll need. And just with that procedure, that will get the blood to draw and flush enough to flush everything out and to get everything circulating, which will fight against the pneumonia. All right. Thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in.